last 2 games, he's combined for 68 points, including his 38 against Memphis. And here is a 3, and Brooks can't get it. And the rebound by Pajemski. He'll backpedal and spin and gyrate and kick. It's Van Vliet on the wing. He's a crafty player, but he's rugged too, one of the strongest on the team. Brooks 3. He fills every category. Van Vliet through traffic. Brooks with the triple. Butler got a hand on it after blocking. Twirls into Green, out to Van Vliet, works on Moody. Rebound inside through the hands of Smith. Picked up by Brooks. Off the glass for 2. By 10 points or less. Brooks after the turnover. Şengün climbing backs. Green the other way. Butler's got 15. Şengün inside, cutting Brooks. Rebound Thompson. Kicks to Van Vliet. Here's a 3. It's a Curry rebound. Injury, here's Green, cross court, corner, eccentrical, rebound, bucket. Boy, he hit high, but he tips it right to Brooks, who from behind was knocked down by Green, and then he collides with Payton. 82% free throw shooter, his 23rd playoff game of his career. Career high this season in rebounding and three-point percentage. He was on the Canadian Olympic team. He was in Paris in the Olympics. Warriors are shooting 51%. And Brooks sees an open lane, collides with Looney. Rebound. It was Adams who took it right out of Butler's hand. And Adams with it. Hands to Brooks, sets the screen. 3 is on the way. It's picked up inside, grazes the rim. And we know that shooting is a problem for Houston. So who is their go-to guy?
Houston Rockets. During the regular season, yeah, you could have scoring by committee.
Wow! Van Vliet with a 3. Rebound by Amen Thompson. Out to Brooks. His 3 is away. Rebound, and it finally drops inside.
Dillon Brooks, guarded by Butler. And Brooks, a little turnaround. Good.
That's a tough shot.
Help from Green. And now late clock here. And Moody locks him up in the corner, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. The game said he thought it was a serious bout of food poisoning, but he is not quite 100%. Şengün, offensive board, sets up Green. Draymond Green knocked it out of his hands, and the Rockets get a chance here. Brooks, turnaround, no good.
There's no reason for me not to be calm, too.
Good stuff, Lauren. Thank you. Got a turnover by the Warriors, leading to a Rockets beat them for their first loss with that group. Starting 5 that only lost 3 games when they were all together.
So nobody was really handling this Warrior team.
Keep an eye here on Brandon Pajemski. Saw a shot of him on the bench. Landed on his backside and has gone to the Warriors locker room. Lauren is back there awaiting a report as Dillon Brooks hits a tough shot. And Green throws an elbow.
Hasn't shot it well as the year's gone on from 3, but certainly capable.
Şengün. And that extra pass to Brooks in the corner.
3-1. Moody's actually the guy who will come out as the second guard in the zone, but he starts at the free throw line.
Here's Brooks, catch and shoot, missed it. Flying high for the rebound. And then Thompson gives it up. Brooks takes post in the paint and scores it. Shooter's touch. Curry did not get the shooter's touch on that leg. Wow, look at that Euro. And now Brooks for 3.
All right,
shooter's touch, coach.
Touch.
Rockets lead is 16. Late clock here, down to 2, and Brooks in traffic. And Brooks' little turnaround jumper is good.
Tough shot right there for the Warriors.
Spencer came on, gave him a quick 9 points. Brooks down inside, taking on Curry. Curry the rebound. And it'll end up being 25 minutes for Kuminga.
And I love what Ime Udoka's doing. Taking no chances right here and keeping his starters on the floor.
Nobody picked up the ball, and there's not a more creative finisher around the basket in the league than Stephen Curry.
Brooks with the mid-range, got it. With consecutive jumpers, he's up to 9.
When you try to top lock against Steph Curry, he's just going to take it the other way, and he can move so quickly. Shot it off the catch. He's made more threes than 2 this year. He's just not a great finisher around the basket.
Good defense by Kuminga to get the stop. Şengün trying to post up. It goes to the wing. Brooks guarded by Curry. Boy, Curry almost took it away from him. Good help by Green. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Houston basketball. See how long he sits. He's their leading scorer during the regular season. Brooks out top. Curry switches on to him. Brooks made the last one, not so much this time. Steven Adams, the best offensive rebounder in the association with a putback. So far with 9 points in the ball game. Şengün back out to Brooks. He pulls it and rattles it down for 3. Houston back up by 1. Is over the limit. Dillon Brooks at the foul line. The Houston organization, they'll tell you that he sends out nothing but good vibrations throughout that organization. Not just with his teammates, but Brooks out top against Podziemski. Turns the corner. Green with the block.
A great defense by Draymond Green as the low man.
Van Vliet to Şengün. Butler is there defending. Shot clock at 6 for the trailing Şengün. Van Vliet to Şengün. Butler is there defending. Shot clock at 6 for the trailing Şengün. Got his own miss. A nest of defenders awaiting, and inside Brooks will put it up once, twice, and finally getting it to go. Rockets won game 2 by 109-94 count. Brooks will work inside, go on heel, and get the deuce in the lane. So they're scoring inside. Şengün down low, post is there. Şengün across the lane. Side, Dillon Brooks will knock in the three-point shot. Rockets are shooting 54%. Punching into the paint, Brooks. Tip in twine, Adams. Rebound, Brooks. Off balance, contorts, and will be fouled as he went across the lane. Rockets are shooting 54%. Punching into the paint, Brooks. Tip in twine, Adams. Rebound, Brooks. Off balance, contorts, and will be fouled as he went across the lane. Brooks in his 4th playoff series.
The patience that Curry has shown at some point, though, he's going to have to be a little hungry and aggressive hunting for his shot.
They trap him, and Thompson will drive and kick. Brooks inside, a floater on the fly, gets it to go. He's got 11. Battling. Curry fakes, drives, and has the pass picked off. It's Brooks. Butler will come from behind and knocks him down hard. Dillon Brooks at the free throw line. New York up 3-1. Clippers will take on Denver. That series is tied at 2. Couple misses there for Brooks.
For the Warriors, changing it up a little bit.
Brooks 3. Rebound heel. Started tonight after playing so well in game 3.
Has Green joined the party from beyond the arc.
Interesting to see the cross match, and we saw Şengün try to chase Podziemski around the floor the other night as Dillon Brooks had that shot partially.
He's shooting 73% and the 30th in the league from the free throw line. So in the playoffs, we understand.
Over the first 4 games of a series.
But also to note, the Bucks that year won the championship, so you can win back.
Here comes Dillon Brooks leaning to the cup, and more free throws coming up for Houston. And if that thing is on Jimmy Butler, that's going to be
Trust Curry.
Let's check in with Dennis Scott.
Well, Candace, I had a chance to talk to Steph before the game here. He talked about he's seen everything.
In their 1 win in game 2, they shot 80% from the free throw line. They have to knock it down from the charity stripe.
Boy, beautiful setup. Smart play, Şengün, the lob underneath to Brooks. 5 straight for the Warriors.
I asked Reggie Miller, I called him up. He did the last game with the best Kevin Harlan. He said it's about the others, and I'd have to agree.
Jalen Green red hot at the start. Rockets going to reset. Look like Jalen Green, a little bit of a grimace. Look, he's in some pain in the corner. It's Brooks, opposite side, and he connects. A little Pau Gasol in here if you watch him play. Deft passer, Brooks, and he banks it in.
And when it's going well. Well, it has been the Rockets' day. You look at the stats, 69% from the field as Brooks gets the turnaround to go again.
Dillon Brooks against Curry. Those two got tangled up a bunch of times the other night.
And as 3D alluded, unless Golden State goes on a big run, Kerr said 5 minutes. We've hit that in our over. As Dillon Brooks knocks down the mid-range game.
Back in with Santos, Post, and Moody. Dillon Brooks.
But Spiro,
he's going to get free throws.
But Spiro, we got to give the Rockets a ton of love. Imposes their will, usually wins the game, and the Rockets were the first to do that.
Houston had. Remember, they jumped out to that really incredible start. They were 32-15 at the end of January, second in the conference. This coming of age that has continued with this young, rising team. Dillon Brooks from deep.
Have the Rockets as a #2 seed, but 52 wins later, they're there. And to be honest with you, they probably read the press. They probably saw everything.
See Jackson Davis sacking off Thompson, who didn't want to take the three. Brooks, 5 to shoot, working against Knox. Tough shot. Boy, a little shimmy shake underneath Thompson. Brooks on a three. Missed it. Still no sign of his starters yet. He's going to come back with Santos. Buddy Hield is going to come into the game. So
relative to the previous 4 games in the series, but things have gotten a little heated.
You're fighting with those guys being seated so long, Candace, so now they're a little stiffer and not in the flow of the game. I don't think Steve Kerr would take that chance, knowing that game 6 you can definitely close out.
Good Steve Kerr trying to fire up his bench here, hoping for one more push. Not to the backcourt, tracked down by Brooks. And the officials are going to get a goaltend on Jackson Davis. And wisely brings it back to run some clock. Brooks is going to fire.
Dare shots. If you're going to leave me open, I'm going to make you pay. But I stand by. He will always get those shots because that's one less shot for Steph.
Dillon Brooks misses.
I think you live with that. You let them play early. I think that probably was an offensive foul, but you still have established that, hey, this is how we're going to let you guys play.
Brooks lets it fly.
And Moody, who's a little more experienced, he calmly walks into it.
Dillon Brooks. Brooks pulls up. Line drive won't go. Rebound tip right back up to Brooks, but Mitchell Irvin. Extra delight in a missed free throw.
Level teams. Now, do they have to keep things in check? Yes. But give me one of those dogs on my team at any point in time. Thompson ahead of the package. Jalen Green into the body. Misses the scoop badly. And then Tari Eason got a piece of the ball. And then Dillon Brooks scores.
Outwork them. Play through the whistle. There's a no call.
And the lead is 5. Thompson. Buddy Hield trying to put some pressure on. Brooks catches, fires, can't hit. Pajemski the rebound. Van Vliet in the corner. Dillon Brooks fake. Shot clock at 6. Oh, poked away. Brooks gets it back. Has to fire. Comes up short. Fight for the rebound. Curry pokes it away from Thompson.
And they won back-to-back games on their home floor in San Francisco, games 3 and 4. Rockets won game 2 here. And facing elimination down 3-1 as Brooks knocks down a jumper. Jalen Green turned away. Brooks with Hield on him to match up the Rockets will exploit, and Brooks can't finish with a left hand. 4 out of 6 from beyond the arc. Rockets haven't taken one or made one as Brooks can't secure it on the follow. 4 out of 6 from beyond the arc. Rockets haven't taken one or made one as Brooks can't secure it on the follow. Hield has quieted down this raucous crowd here in Houston as Brooks misses. Curry with the rebound. No look to the corner. Brooks, no. Long rebound to Van Vliet. Eason gets him in the air and a foul. Free throws for Tari Eason. Fred Van Vliet. Now Şengün, extra pass. Brooks passed it up. Hield's been good on Brooks. Brooks gets a little space and hits a jumper. Tightly contested jump shot. Amster's on the wheel right now. No scoring, running in place. Rockets down 12. Brooks, tough angle, he is fouled. Dillon Brooks will go to the line. Dillon Brooks will shoot the 2 free throws, just 4 points tonight. And give him 5 now.
A compassionate guy, always just looking out for the players.
It's quiet in this building right now. Anxious fans.
Great pride in improving his defense.
Double team comes. Brooks steps into one, off one leg, scores. Dillon Brooks.